How you guys doing this good morning? This is good old Grandmaster over here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media on YouTube. I need my glasses. Well, Gab.ai is being totally abused by their pay site and Stripe for being too successful. No, I can agree with that. It's kind of messed up because there is some jealousy among social media platforms. You got Google, Twitter, and YouTube. No, let's see, Google, Twitter, and Facebook. And the alternate, you got Minds, BitChute, Cement, and Gab.ai. Now, Gab.ai was banned off of the Apple App Store because they're told you're spewing hate speech. That's why they were banned because of it, which is bullshit. Okay. Now, BitChute, Mine, Steemit, and Gab are the alternative to Google, Twitter, and Facebook. Now, I have in my arsenal, I got Twitter, Google, and Facebook, and YouTube. I also got my alternate Gab.ai, Minds, and BitChute. I use these all the time. I share my videos onto these platforms on all of them, and I just downloaded Gab.ai on my Android phone. I couldn't do it through the Google Play Store because Google banned it. So I had to go online, download it on my device. It wasn't easy because I had it before on my tablet, but it seems that Google doesn't like anything that's successful, except for them. Now, I call bullshit on that. I do. It's bullshit. Total bullshit. Big time. Okay. Total bullshit. Everybody has the right to be successful. Okay. Yes, there is a dog eat dog world in the tech world. Okay, it is. There is. Companies stealing from each other. They're stealing from each other's ideas and their whole neck caboodle type shit. Now, here's what bugs me about the whole entire thing. BitChute, Minds, and Gab were created by the little guy to compete. But it seems that the big boys and the big boy tech club are not liking it very much. Okay, now you don't see Microsoft getting all buttered about it because they don't have a social media platform. Okay, now there's also another one called Holliness and MeWe. That's coming into the scene, and MeWe is pretty good. They're doing pretty good, as Minds is doing pretty good, because MeWe and Holness is kind of a combine of Twitter and Facebook combined. Okay, but better in all levels here and shit. I mean, it is a very good platforms. So I mean, I will now here's what I do recommend is going on your device and download MeWe and Holliness, HOLONIS, Holliness, MeWe, 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 MeWe. It's a pretty good platform. I do believe it's pretty good. I've been on it many times. I've shared my videos. I've posted stuff on there. And really, it brings to the table. I also like Tumblr. Tumblr's pretty good. I'm a libertarian conservative on Tumblr. I do believe that there is jealousy among the big three in the tech world, that you have Minds, you got BitChute, you got Steemit, and you got Gab. And Gab right now is being really successful. Really successful. And the company that's their pay site, Stripe, is abusing them because they're being too successful. Now, how can you abuse a company for being too successful? Facebook is successful. Twitter is successful. So is Google. But they're using these little guys like BitChute, Minds, and Steemit, and Gab because these four platforms are very successful and they're doing pretty good. Doing really good. Doing really good. And I don't know why there's so much animosity towards the little guy who's trying to make it in the world, trying to make it one day at a time. Just try to be, look, give the little guy a chance. Okay? The playground is big enough for everybody. Okay? The playground is big enough for everybody. Okay? So shut the fuck up and let the other kids play. Right? Because not, we're gonna leave your ass, we're gonna go to them. Pretty much, what I'm saying. But it does make dumb logic that, well, we like these big ones because they're more mainstream. Yeah, maybe more mainstream, but you got Google, you got Minds who's giving Facebook a big run for the money, and you got BitChute that's giving a YouTube a run for the money. You got Gab that's giving Twitter a huge run for the money, huge run, very successful, and we got Stripe being a Sony and MasterCard and PayPal. Want nothing, try to keep Gab from being successful. Stripe is pulling a MasterCard and PayPal and Visa because they don't like anybody being too successful, and that is a big problem. That is a very huge problem. Okay, very, very fucked up situation. Very fucked up situation. Now, there's a lot of people are unhappy about that shit, Hey, I love the alternative platforms because it's very you want an alternative. If Twitter, Facebook, and Google ain't doing anything good for you, you have a right to go somewhere else. You have a right to go somewhere else. It's your right to go somewhere else. If you're unhappy with Twitter, Facebook, and Google, hey, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Go to Gab. Go to Mind. Go to BitChute. Go to Steemit. Go to MeWe. Go to Holiness. And go to Tumblr. Tumblr's pretty good too. And it's pretty much that these platforms, hey, the alternate platforms, they're okay. They're okay. They're pretty good. Just gotta give them a chance here, Just shit. Fuck. You know, I mean, if you're willing to make them obsolete or try to, hey, somebody out of the blue will make something even better than Facebook, better than Twitter, better than YouTube, better than Google, better than these big three companies. So you gotta stop and think here. Stop and think. You have to really stop and think here. You have a company in Gab, okay? Doing pretty good. When they're about to start, they were banned off Android. They were banned off Apple Play Store. I'm like, why? Why? You know, why? Why do it? Why ban a company that just started? That just started. Okay, cut them some fucking slack here. Okay, cut them some fucking slack. Okay, because you have to understand, Gab and Minds and you have to really think, okay, these companies have a right to exist, okay? They have a right to exist, they have a right to do what's necessary, what they want to do for the people. Now, I'm I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here, and I'm looking down, and I'm just deeply concerned that because you have individuals who want to go on a platform where they could trust the platform, that they could trust them to protect their data, their privacy, and everything else. Facebook ain't doing it. Twitter ain't doing it. Google ain't doing it. Okay. These three companies are selling your information, selling your data. Okay. Which is very wrong, by the way. Mark Zuckerberg has no respect for you. He has no respect for the people that's on his platform, okay? Remember, he's a co-founder, not a founder, okay? He's a CEO, okay? He co-founded Facebook with three other people, and they all sued him for royalties. He got pissed about it. Oh well. If you kick out three people because you want to solely control Facebook, you can understand there are three other people that co-founded Facebook with you, and if you bring in a third party to kick out the last co-owner, you gotta really let them think. If you do that, you are fucked. Absolutely, because they're gonna come back with a lawyer and sue you big. Damn, no, sir. Damn it, fuck. Always no sir. And you will get sued big time, pig time, because you're not a founder, you're a co-founder. God damn it. Those fucking always does this shit. And you think that you're the king of Facebook. No, you're the dumbass on Facebook who pretty much you violated people's privacy. You sell their shit to Cambridge Analytica. You lie to Congress. You lie to the Senate because you want to do what you want to do behind the scenes. But there is, I say it's consequences. You know, and the consequences are that you will and might lose users on your site. And you will lose people who'll go to an alternative. Okay, an alternative. You know, and you will lose people to the alternative platforms because you refuse to and they call us assholes. Gonna let a guy who would lie, complete control freak, no care in the world for your data, your privacy and shit. The motherfucker should have been sued a long time ago. The guy is a power hungry control freak, you know, and you're willing to go to his site. He says the assholes trust me. No, we don't. No, we don't. So the thing is, this guy does not know anything about respect. He don't respect anybody on his platform. All he cares about is a big bucks. The big bucks. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about you. He don't care about anybody on his platform. He doesn't give a crap about anybody but himself. People like that do that. They do that. They don't give a good goddamn about you. They only care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? They only care about themselves because they think, well, I'm the king of the world. No, you're the dumbass who's screwing people over by selling their information because you think, I'm going to get rich by selling their shit. Really? You're going to abuse their trust. Going to abuse their trust that they have with you because they want to trust you with their data, their shit. But if you're willing to not do this shit against them, here's the thing, Mr. Zuckerberg. There are other platforms besides Facebook. Remember that. Okay, Facebook isn't the only platform on the internet and also on the app stores. Now, one of the platforms that you can go to, the alternate, is Minds. Minds is a good place to have some peace of mind here. You have a right to peace of mind. A huge right for peace of mind. And you have a right to not have your privacy destroyed. Now, I would say this. If I was running Facebook, if I had the billions of dollars to buy Facebook, I would do a complete change of Facebook. I would run Facebook like Gerald Patton did in World War II. I would be old blood and guts on the internet. And nobody will question my motive on turning Facebook around, make it better, and telling the bigwigs to fuck off. This is no longer Facebook. This is the good shit. And there'll be an app for it, and the app would have encryption. It would have, and I will not violate anybody's I would put Facebook the way it was before it became this monopoly and shit. I would bring in the co-founders, kind of leave out Zuckerberg, cut him out of the loop, bring in the other three so they could continue getting their royalties and shit. The only time that Mark Zuckerberg will get anything to do with Facebook is royalties. That's all he'll get is royalties. He'll have no control. He'll lose it, but still get his royalties and shit. But that's just my imagination here. I hate to do right by the people, do what's right by them, but that's just my imagination, in my opinion. But it's like no one's complaining about Mines or BitChute or Hollins or MeWe, but they're complaining about Gab. Gab. I mean, what's wrong with Gab, man? I mean, there's nothing wrong with Gab, dude. I mean, nothing really wrong with Gab. It's just that the big tech companies are like looking at Gab like, no, they gotta go. They're just too successful. Mines is successful. BitChute is successful. Okay. Steam is successful. Okay. So is Gab. But they're all piling on Gab because Gab is very successful. Okay. Now Stripe is saying, well, we need to cut them because we need to stop them because they're becoming too successful. Damn it. My question is why go after a company like Gab.ai and accuse them of being too successful? They're just trying to survive. Okay. Facebook, Twitter, been around for a long time. Very long time. Okay. They've been around for a very long time. Okay. Because of those two, MySpace is no longer obsolete. MySpace is no longer obsolete. When you got Facebook that put Facebook out the pasture, and now Facebook is heading that direction because of their actions, because of what they've done. Now, I came across a story here, yeah, and now this one is really kind of funky here. Now, here's something that's really shit, nice, really insane and fucked up here. Damn it. Okay, Facebook hack. Also users Tinder, Spotify, Instagram, and Airbnb accounts at risk. Holy shit, you guys. Now, if there's one consolation conservative party to take from the embarrassing security screw-up, it's that Facebook incredible ability to steal limelight has come to the rescue late Friday. Social media confirmed it had let 50 million users get compromised, but that turns out is just the beginning. Okay, if any of the 50 million, okay, this is 50 million, okay, 50 million users, okay, this is 50 million users affected their Facebook accounts to log in to third-party sites, Spotify, Instagram, Tinder, and Airbnb, to name but a few. Data from those can easily be leaked too. For some, that will be far more significant, as the data housed can be far more personal than that put up front on Facebook or consumption by friends and family. Facebook screw up, in other words, may force other companies to audit their systems to see if they have also suffered a hack by proxy. Any site that lets you log in with your Facebook account can potentially be affected. Facebook hasn't directly revealed the details of breach accounts except the notes that both CEO Mark Zuckerberg and CEO Sheryl Sandberg were among the number. If you were logged out of the service between the 27th and 28th of September, it suggests you were impacted, as that's when Facebook began to the processing tokens, though. If this happens to you, it's probably worth checking your Facebook account security page to see if any strange logins occurred over the last few months. Nothing else, there's probably a lesson learned here. Other taking an easy way out using Facebook to log into everything. You may not care about the hackers knowing your date of birth, your hometown, but do you really want anyone knowing that you use Spotify to listen to C'est La Vie by Bewitched? And that kind of insight is gold does for blackmailers. Wow. Oh, man. I could say this. This is really insane. I mean, if this happens to anybody, then here's another one. Facebook caught automatically blocking AP and Guardian stories about their massive data breach. Okay. Hashtag red alert. Facebook hacked. 10 important updates you need to talk about. Not just that Facebook been hacked. So has Instagram. Instagram's been hacked. Okay. Now here's a short one here. Instagram seems to be down for a lot of users worldwide. Its website and app both are inaccessible at the moment. Several of my colleagues across countries were unable to access Instagram on the computer and mobile. And as usual, people are flocking Twitter to complain about Instagram and life. There's no word yet on what is the cause Instagram to be available. We're aware that some users have trouble accessing their Instagram account. We're working to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. And Instagram spokesperson told Instagram founders Kevin Strom and Mike Krieger recently left Facebook, which owns a photo sharing service. That is absolutely an absolute crazy thing. And then here's another story that's really kind of insane. Hashtag ATM hacks. Bank servers hacked to trick ATM to spit out millions in cash. Oh man. The U.S. CERT has released a joint technical alert from the DHS, the FBI, Treasury, warning about the new ATM scheme used by the prolific North Korean APT hacking group known as Hidden Cobra. Hidden Cobra. Hidden Cobra. Huh. Also known as Lazarus Group and Guardians of Peace. It is believed to be backed by the North Korean government and has previously launched attacks against a number of media organizations, aerospace, financial, and critical infrastructure sector across the world. The group has also reportedly been associated with the WannaCry ransom menace that last year shut down hospital and big businesses worldwide, the Shift banking attack in 2016, as well as the Sony Pictures hack of 2014. Wow. Now, the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and the Department of Treasury have released details about a new cyber attack dubbed Fast Cash that Hidden Cobra has been using since 2016, to cash out ATMs to compromise the banking servers. Wow. Fast cash hack fools ATMs into spitting out cash. The investigators analyzed 10 malware samples associated with fast cash cyber attacks and found that attackers remotely compromised payment, which applicate servers with the targeted banks to facilitate fraudulent transaction. Switch application server is an essential component of ATMs and point of sale infrastructure that communicates with the core banking system to validate users' bank account details for request transaction. Wow. Whenever you use a payment card in an ATM or POS machine in a particular shop, the software asked in ISO 8583 message formats the bank switch application server to validate the transaction, accept or decline depending upon account available amount in their bank account. However, hidden covert attackers managed to compromise the switch application server at different banks where they had accounts and their payment cards are minimal attack activity or zero balance. The malware installed on the compromised switch application servers then intercepts transaction requests associated with the attackers' payment cards and responds with the fake but legitimate looking affirmative response without actually validating their systems balance with the core banking systems, eventually fooling ATMs to spit out a large number of cash without even notifying the bank. According to a trusted partner's estimation, hidden covert actors have stolen tens of millions of dollars. The report says. In one incident in 2017, hidden covert actors enabled cash to be simultaneously withdrawn from ATMs located over 30 different countries. The hidden covert incident in 2018, covert actors enabled cash to be oh man. In another incident in 2018, the hidden covert actors enabled cash to be simultaneously withdrawn from ATMs in 23 different countries. Hidden covert threat actors are using the fast cash scheme to target banks in Africa and Asia, though the U.S. authorities are still investigating the fast cash incidents to confirm whether the attack targets banks in the United States. How attackers manage to compromise bank switch application servers. Though the initial infection vectors to use compromised banking networks is unknown, the U.S. authorities believe that the APT threat actors use spear phishing emails containing malicious Windows executable against let me see here. So where's that? When opening the executable affected bank employee computers with Windows-based malware, allowing hackers to move laterally through a bank network using legitimate credentials and deploy malware onto the payment switch application server. Though the most compromised switch application server were founded running an unsupported IBM Advanced Interactive Executive AIX operating system versions. Investigators found no evidence that attackers exploited any vulnerability in AIX operating systems. U.S. CERT recommended banks to make two-factor authentication mandatory before any user can access the switch application server and use the best practice to protect networks. U.S. CERT has also provided a downloadable copy of Iowa City's indicators of compromise to help you block them, enable network defense to reduce exposure of any malicious activity by hidden covert hacking group. Wow. I mean, this is insane. I mean, I could say it's got from Boston, man. I mean, literally ballsy as fuck. I mean, if 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 you got the balls to go and I mean, if you got the balls to go in and switch servers and just man, this this is oh, man, words words cannot um I don't know. I mean, words cannot express my all of what I'm thinking here. Um, because I mean, there are, I mean, just 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 the thought of it that going in kind of like you're turning over servers, going in just like giving the HTMs to spit out cash, like and, and just the idea of that. I mean, you gotta wonder that would take a lot. That would take a lot to do. I mean, that would take a lot of work just to do that way. I mean, it would take a lot of time, patience, and there, there's people out there that are not very patient. They just want to get like done now. But this looks like a coordinated operation that took that took some time to um, that took some time to process the idea. A lot of manpower. A lot of manpower. I mean, you could turn anything into a hacking machine. I mean, you could turn, turn these little, the Android device here, um, into a hacking machine. So they turn a tablet to a hacking machine and just automatically. I mean, you turn these little things, even even tablets, into a hacking machine because they're basically a handheld computer. Handheld computer in their hand. I mean, you gotta think, okay, well, how it would take a lot turn like this into a hacking machine. I mean, very carefully, very patiently, very patiently. And yesterday we got a text, a, like a security, kind of like what you get on your TV and your radio, but it's now for your smartphone, which will come around every once in a while. But this is the first time the president's now this call. But this everybody, and I'm still blown away from reading that story, and that article. But I won't be presented to the American people because mainstream media will not show this tech news type stuff because they want to continue to bash president and try to keep bashing Kavanaugh. But this kind of news, this kind of news, okay, this kind of news, okay, this kind of news here needs to be, I mean, ATM hack, Instagram down, many users. I have to hack iPhone, a new iPhone passcode bypass tag exposed to photos and contacts on your iPhone. If you have the iOS 12 on your device, from the SE to the iPhone XS, down to the Facebook bull nonsense. I'm just really blown away on the whole entire. I mean, you guys took ATMs and just literally hacked into them, messed with the servers, and had it to spit out cash like crazy shit remotely. How do you remotely hack into an ATM just to make it cash? You know? I mean, it's pretty much um, I'm so blown away. I'm like, I'm so blown away on this article here. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen if you put your mind to it. Really, I mean, I mean, anything can happen. You could turn. You could turn. I mean, Android is just not just a thing. It's software. It's software for your device. Software for your computer, your tablet, your smartphone. Um, but it's open source. I mean, you could do a shit on it that you can do on the Apple device. You know, um, something you can do on the Windows phone. I mean, you can do it on the Windows phone. I mean, if you can, a lot of people would go to Android or Windows. Windows is the operating system. Um, I think that it's very, uh, I don't know. I just when when you look at these things, I mean, literally, I mean, literally, look at these things that you understand that um, I'm just really blown away on the whole this article. This article. This article. Literally, you're going in as a team. Plus the name, Hidden Cobra. Man, the name fits. The name fits, guys. Hidden Cobra. Could you make a call to nowhere? Hidden, like, yeah, a hidden Cobra virus. Very cyberly. But the thing, people create, like, people are doing some insane, crazy shit here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, in the fucking butt. How would take time to plan and then get done plan and want a program where have ATM or camera machine come in ATM machine and boom clear the whole thing. It's literally it hacks in the middle but now school a few years for in the PS Xbox 2 years in a row around Thanksgiving. I was playing the X and Lumil made you the little act the and PS Microsoft 60 million money at I play I also like YouTube channel on YouTube okay YouTube but I like you not YouTube I had this is racist shit you look at or I go with alternative but it is a what study careful all ego and all good and selling out something they do and just using their post going on my I don't like her here if what because I'm on the point posting hey bad Twitter should be for everybody to make sure that any posting really education would be like playing you're doing the goal when you know it's too I mean you game that's coming any game from Ubisoft next Battlefield occasional video talk about that stuff or something worthwhile that's ties that's what not right there that's why that's why there's he turned to can be your if I'm with you and not and gonna say well you're went off was be on to be fake as me who are sell ourselves cool stuff if they're gonna be in the real world what being want to be you want not fake you want to be real like it I mean I was told I mean you're right so with that a script I fake script see scripted real I want to be real I want to be not the fake me script here I want me so like be my science part who not for real it is very because real and it is be straight don't care about me opinion that's your opinion but judge well that you can be your real I mean you got me I feel on this so always be afraid of you be on be yourself with that you have got two eyes that you see things you feel things just your just I love every because guys whether you not or a to you guys I'm talking to them we're talking I know your content it's no they're in my mindful information and I got nothing to you guys because you guys and me nothing you guys you're all right in my or just elections, okay? Oh, we pledge or reviews our social, whatever, we can agree. We are, some of us jumping the gun on, are actually taking both, actually, look at both sides of the equation that I had. And I didn't kind of like most did. I actually sides and of credibility and out of no short of the timeline, her anonymity, the whatever. I mean, and a lot of things that came out, people have like they started to investigate her credibility as well as the second accuser, and it does not look good. It does not look good for the accuser because no. The second accuser, who's a client of Mike Avenatti, the creepy porn lawyer, what she's told to NBC was totally different compared to what she wrote. Totally different what she wrote. Now, Dr. Ford, she has ties to the CIA. Okay. Her grandfather was a CIA director. Her father was an operative with the CIA. Both her father and her brother own 3 front companies for the CIA. One of them is Redcoat Incorporated. Another one is a data firm. Okay. And her brother worked with the sister-in-law of Peter Strozek, who had an affair with Carter Page, when they were texting back and forth over find a way on to keep Donald Trump from becoming president, which totally failed. He got in trouble. Carter Page's testimony put him under the bus big time. Totally. I mean, just put him under the bus to save her own ass. But it worked. The guy's fired. The guy was escorted. He was kicking and screaming while leaving the building. He fucked up. Now, my question is this here. A lot of women, half of women don't believe the accusers. The other half just literally automatically just jump the gun without actually hearing both sides. Okay? These are the left-wing nut jobs who just automatically jump the fucking gun. They automatically just show their hands too fucking early. I mean, it's dangerous what they're doing. They're accusing a man without actually having any proof. To think, well, we saw the hearing and he's guilty. No, because you don't know the full evidence of the story, so shut the fuck up. You think you do, but you don't. Well, I was a victim. That's understandable. You're a victim, but you just cannot jump to conclusion on this guy being guilty because he was appointed by the president this past July. Okay, they plotted after Kavanaugh was nominated. Okay, you're nominated. That they plotted to destroy this guy because since they couldn't do it to Donald, they're going to do it to the judge. The Democrats tried everything to stall the hearing, and it all backfired except all of a sudden, boom, 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 accusations that all of a sudden Dr. Ford testifies totally lied. Now, more information coming out against these accusers. Dr. Ford's ex-boyfriend of 7 years from 92 to 98 says that she's full of shit. Okay, she's not a fear of flying. She loves flying. She helped her friend prepare for a polygraph because she's going to work for the FBI. So she knows a lot bit about polygraphs, the lie detector test. So her grandfather was a former CIA director. Her father was an operative. Her brother and her dad ran three companies for the CIA. One was the Red Coat Incorporated in the Northeast. Another one was a data firm, and her brother worked with the sister-in-law of Peter Strzok, who had an affair with Carter Page, and the text bullshit. So, and there's a lot of shit going down. And then the second accuser kept going back to these parties, she says. And then she says that there's a lot of gang rapes in these parties, but she kept going back. And then she says, well, I became a victim. Before all that, she accused Brett Kavanaugh of putting his junk in her face. Then she says, well, it could have been him. It might be him. I do not know because I was drunk. Then her boyfriend came on television, set his side, saying that she's not credible, she's full of shit, and she has issues. After their breakup of 7 years, she threatened him, the life of his wife, and the life of his unborn baby. Now, is that a credible witness or what? No. And then you got Michael Gab.ai saying, well, she's credible, she's honest, yada, 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 she's 100%. I say he's 100% full of himself. He's full of shit. This guy's out for fame. Here's what's wrong with the guy. He's a creepy porn lawyer. Okay, so here. Oh, God dang it! I hate this. I hate this shit. Okay, and I mean, this lawyer is full of shit. Okay, this guy does not know what he's talking about. He's fucking full of shit. His client was arrested because in the town where she was arrested, that the patrons cannot touch the dancers, but she got busted because she put her boobs in the guy's face, even though they didn't touch her. Okay, this was a coordinated plot to arrest her. But the department was investigated, which they violated her civil rights. It was a coordinated plan. No, it was a coordinated plan. They wanted to arrest her. She did a tour of nightclubs in different states and in different cities across the country. She did about what, eight got paid pretty good. And then she went into this town and then started dancing all her stuff, and she was topless and whatnot, which is not too bad really. And nothing against her, but it's still pretty good. But and then she was arrested because the quote was she violated the city's policy, which she didn't. Now, if the rule was, if you were a patron at the establishment, you're not supposed to touch the dancers. That's the policy. But they didn't touch her, but she put her boobs in their face. Okay? This was a court. I mean, yeah, I admit it was wrong with what they did to her. I think she could have gotten a better lawyer, to be honest. Because, I mean, she should have gotten a better lawyer. That's not a fame hog, a fame whore. I think she could have gotten a much more respectful lawyer. Because this guy, Gab.ai, is a fucking creep. He's a fucking idiot. Yeah, if she had a better lawyer than this guy, it would have been much better. I don't know who pointed. I don't know who they pointed her to. This guy, because I think he's a real fuck up. I think he's out for himself, not his clients. Miss Swetnick is full of shit. Okay, her interview with NBC. Even NBC said, "Look, we got his names. She named out one. Couldn't remember. Don't know this woman. The second one is dead, deceased. The next two couldn't get back to him. So it's all falling apart. It's all falling apart, and it is sad because this guy's out for himself. He don't care about his clients. Okay, this guy's out for himself. And do you think he'll run? No, because nobody is going to donate cash to this guy. He ain't gonna run. He's thinking he's gonna run, but is he really gonna do it? I doubt it. Will he? He won't even have enough to do it. What policy will he have? Who will be his first wife? What, a porn star? What will her job be doing? Blowing the chief of staff. Breaking news: the first lady was caught blowing the chief of staff. My commonality is a fucking joke. The guy's a fucking joke. He's not gonna run. He just fucking fooled himself because he ain't got the cojones or credibility to even. I mean, he's not gonna run. Okay, he's fooling himself. He's lying out of his ass. He's not going to even attempt to make the four. I mean, he would probably be bound out the first week. So I mean, this guy is just literally just full of himself. Okay. I think that I'm just thinking, like, you know, if everybody had the common sense, have common sense, okay, have common sense, okay. There's a problem there. The left is I mean, it is literally just. See here, got a message. I mean, it is really just stupid, you know. But the FBI finished their thing yesterday. Okay. They'll be voting on Saturday, which would be good because I want to watch that voting. I want to see make sure that things goes good here because here on Anonymous Liberty Media, here on Anonymous Liberty Media, we'll be watching the hearing. We would be watching the hearing, the whole voting thing because after everything went to shit for the Democrats. The FBI needs to really look into Dianne Feinstein. Okay, For 20 years, her driver was a Chinese spy. Okay. Now, my question is this. Okay. 1978 was the year that Mayor Moscone and Harvey Milk was murdered. Okay. Now, here's my question on it, because Dianne Feinstein used to be mayor of San Francisco back in the late 70s. After Mayor Moscone and Harvey Milk were run down by a former cop, former city guy. Back then, the cops took things very personal, as they do now. Always take things personal, even though it's not even worth. Because Harvey Milk was the first openly gay city official in San Francisco, first ever in California, first ever in the United States, as we know. This guy, a former cop, made more money as a cop than he did as a city official. And he was making $12,000 a year, $12,800 a year in '78. That was okay money. That was okay money. But now you're making in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, compared to $12,800 a year as a city official back then. And this guy, he resigned. He fucked up. He resigned. And Harvey Milk took his job. Took his job and got his job. And this cop felt that I got to do something. Just do something. Anyway, once you resign, you fucked up. If you resign, you fucked up. Okay. Once you resign, and somebody else has your job, you basically fucked yourself. You fucked yourself. Okay. You're not going to come in and move somebody over to get your job back. Because once you hand in your resignation, and your boss accepts it, that's it. Somebody comes in, takes your place, and you feel like, what'd I do? I fucked up. You screwed yourself. You fucked yourself. So, hey. So, Harvey Milk, a openly gay city official. Sean Penn played him in Milk, the movie about Harvey Milk. And in San Francisco, Harvey Milk was the voice of the gay community back in the day, and he was their voice. He was their representative of the gay community, which was pretty good. And they needed a voice. He was their voice, and he was starting to break down the barriers, break down the intolerance, the other shit. But he took this guy's job, doing a pretty good job at doing pretty good. Okay, the guy comes in, says, I mean, he shot the mayor 4 times, then once in the head, and I don't care if you're a cop at one time or not. You should show respect to anybody, whether they're gay or straight. Back in the day, you should have some respect. Okay, stop this manly man bullshit. We're all human beings. We all have flaws. Okay, we're not perfect, but show some respect to people. So Harvey Milk and the mayor got a pretty good viewing. I mean, people loved them. Okay, they had their critics. They also had their supporters. So this ex-cop, ex-chief fiscal guy, ended up doing about two and a half, 3, almost 3 years in prison. When he got out, years later, he was found dead. He shot himself. Now, here's my question on this one here. And Dianne Feinstein at the time was in the news a lot, a lot. Did she have anything to do with it 40 years ago? I mean, was she behind it all? So she could become mayor? I mean, she tried for governor, but she failed that. I mean, now she's a senator of Northern California. She's a senator of California from the Bay Area, which, I mean, she has her supporters, but there's a lot of people that want her gone. Okay, she's 85, almost 90. Get rid of these oligarchs in California. They need to fucking go. Fuck them. Don't give a shit. This is you got idiots and dumbasses on the left. They're all dumbasses. They're all shit-faced. Don't give a shit. It's all wrong. I believe that we could do better without these people in California. Don't need them. Don't want them. They need to go. They gotta go. They need to go big time. So coming down to this allegation against the judge, it is so falling apart. It was falling apart since last week, big time. After the allegations were like just people on the left just automatically just jumped the fucking gun here. Okay, there was a lot of evidence to prove that Dr. Ford was not telling the truth about Kevin. Julie Snetwick also full of shit, lied. Michael Avenatti is the worst lawyer ever. I think that Stormy Daniels could have got a better lawyer. Should have got a better lawyer. Should have gotten a very better lawyer. Period. I mean, no bullshit. Should have gotten a better lawyer. I mean, it is an absolute. I mean, there's a lot of questions that we question because the more we question as ourselves as human beings, people on the left are going to call us conspiracy theorists, hat wearing dumbasses, loony loons, we call it. But we question because we have that right to and I mean, you gotta understand, we have a right to question absolutely everything, but we're gonna be called tinfoil hat wearing morons, loons, insane in the membrane. Not worth, think about. Not worth anything. If we're told this, how come we got a guy who's doing his job, even though some of it we don't agree with, but he's still doing he's still promising his thing. But even though there's things that he's done and said that we don't agree with, but we still support the guy. Well, I don't. I'm a libertarian, conservative. Okay. But the fact is, we need to have the FBI investigate Dianne Feinstein. We need them to investigate Maxine Waters. We need them to investigate Nancy Pelosi. The 3 remaining lunatics in California. Get them the fuck out of here. I mean, look at Maxine Waters. She's living in Beverly Hills in a house that's valued at $4.5 million in a district where she lives in one district and represents another. A district that she don't live in. She's been committing fraud, election fraud, for decades. Why? I mean, why? Then you have Dianne Feinstein for 20 years. Her driver was a Chinese spy. How come nobody is looking at her now? Because hired a driver of 20 years who was deep undercover as a Chinese spy. 20 years. Think about it. And then you have here the first accuser, Dr. Ford, tied to CIA. She was housing Google interns in her house. She was teaching a CIA intern course at Stanford. She flies. She was preparing someone for the polygraph. She knows about it. She lied not know about it, but that's perjury. That's a felony. That's serious charge. She could go to prison for that shit. She lied under oath. She lied under oath. When she asked, "Do you know who paid for your polygraph?" Her attorney says, "Like, we do it pro bono." Bullshit. You were handed a envelope of cash by Senator Sheila Jackson, you dumb bald bastard. You were paid. The way she was acting, like she was pulling it out of her crotch, like. It's just that I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of the video here. Before I go, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and please share this video. And don't forget to hit the bell for notification. And if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. And if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. You are one of us. And this video was brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. And I am Grandmaster Evan. And remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out.